My name's Leigh. I'm a member of the Green Party. I'm a postgraduate at Bournemouth University studying a thing called Green Economy.
My name is Zach. I'm the Young Independents Dorset chairman. I run also all Young Independents activities throughout Dorset.
It's a difficult question. Some 16-year-olds, I'd say, are engaged enough to understand it, but again, it's a sort of wider question. I don't see any reason why you couldn't say no, 16-year-olds shouldn't vote, but I think there probably needs to be a bit more of a discussion.
Though I am, at the moment, quite opposed to the idea, my ground's in the middle ground of it, whereas I see some 16-year-olds are far intelligent, and they have every right to vote because they've looked at both parties, they've looked at every single party on the map, gone through the manifestos, gone through policy and say, yeah, I vote for this party. But there are others, and this is a good 50-50, that would say they wouldn't look into it and would just simply vote how their friends are voting, how their family vote.
Well, I don't actually think anyone should pay for education, and that's on a global scale as opposed to just in the UK. It should be everyone's given right to be able to study things that they're interested in and things that they think are going to motivate them to do well and succeed in the future.
I totally agree. It was completely wrong for Democrats in the past to obviously promise this as part of the manifesto and then to get into Parliament, turn around and say, actually, you know what, we're not going to do that. It should be free. Every single person in the human race deserves an education.
Firstly, we need to look at what we're doing in terms of break down those living costs. So one of them is going to be sort of energy expenditure, paying for your gas and paying for your electricity. For whatever reason, we still live in a society that believes that scarcity and profit is the number one goal, and therefore we still use means of unrenewable energy and scarce energy to supply homes, which of course actually drives prices up.
Well, I mean, a lot of students are, as everybody even here, going into universities such as this one, and due to tuition fees, they are getting lots of debt. And it's not guaranteed when you leave that you're going to get a job in your respective fields. And to the moment, which obviously which probably ripped me out, shouting for it, is because of immigration, which is a prime example. I mean, but quite a few of our foreign workforce do work in low-skilled labour jobs, and that's no fault of their own. They're being offered a job, they're being offered everything they possibly want to come here. Of course, they're going to come over and do the job, but these jobs could be taken by those coming out of education.
You brought up immigration a few times. I don't necessarily think it's a very important issue. Firstly, I'm not really sure how many of the jobs you're probably talking about people really enjoy doing. I personally don't want to be a cleaner or a bricklayer, and that's nothing against individuals in those workplaces, but we're talking about low-skilled jobs and people coming across and taking those low-skilled jobs. I think there's probably a variety of literature that debates whether or not immigration is actually an issue. Why are these people coming into our country in the first place? Probably should be talked about more on a global scale.
Well, first of all, to pick up the point you made saying we would stop people coming in. Obviously, this is a gross stereotype which I hear continuously. Now, every single time you go on the street, someone who has a negative view of the party goes, "You're going to ban immigration. Don't want them here." That isn't what we're trying to do. This is the fault of the British government for not saying, right, we need to actually control this more. We need to control how many people we bring over for this job. Actually, so right, we're going to hire 50,000 workers for this job role. Glass is full. That's it. Fine. If you want to bring your families, that's fine too. But that way, job market's filled, the country makes money, and we're not paying for the excess of workers that are coming over with them.